It is Conan's birthday party day, and it was a whole journey to get to this point. So many fires needed to be put out, family emergencies, people canceling. We fired our contractor.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna go with this stain. Put out an SOS on Facebook, got someone who's gonna do it. Hello everyone, what is up and welcome back to my channel. It is Conan's birthday party day, and it was a whole journey to get to this point. So many fires needed to be put out, family emergencies, people canceling this, that, the other thing. But I wanted to do a full party prep video about how we're like doing things to fix the house, finish up the house, and just kind of all the party prep stuff to get ready for Conan's first birthday. I cannot believe that he is 1. But yeah, there's just a ton to get done. I want to show you kind of like where we're at. The party starts in like 2 hours, but I also want to show you the full journey of how we got to this point. So let's get into it.
Yesterday.
Don't open that! No!
Don't close that.
All right, so I think you probably want to be a part of this. Come over here, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. So we fired our contractor.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that is news. We've talked to them about.
We haven't told them any of the. I actually haven't talked about the built-ins really at all, and that's why.
But you showed the. Oh yeah, it's been a rough process. It's turning out really good, honestly, but it has been a really rough process.
I mean, it looks beautiful, but it's not what we planned
for. It's not what we ordered.
And it's not what we ordered.
In some ways, it is, but in a big way, it's not. But anyways, it's turning out good at least. But
yeah, we fired our contractor.
Yeah, let him go.
So we fired him. They're basically almost all done, but basically like he just was like lying and gaslighting us about like literally every single thing. Like, oh, I ordered the tiles. Oh, they came in and they weren't the right color. Like, no, you ordered the wrong color. And like I ordered them weeks ago, and it's like, well, how did you not know till this week when you're supposed to be putting them in that they're not the right colors? Like, and wouldn't provide proof that he had ordered them weeks ago. And like also with the stone, like it was just a huge. And
we had paid significantly more than the actual cost of the materials for the job, and he was still asking for money. A lot of red flags. Lots of red flags.
A lot of red flags.
Eventually, even though as
like you always say, like when the pain outweighs the pleasure of it, or
then
whatever.
You find the act, yeah. So that's what happened. But the product itself is turning out good. It looks good.
Thanks to us.
I mean that is true. We corrected a lot throughout the process. If there's anything that was good about it, it was that this guy was patient with us because we did critique pretty much everything he did along the way because we wanted it to look a certain way. We gave him an inspiration photo and a lot of things. This maybe is a red flag or yellow flag, I don't know, but it's like they weren't turning out the way that the picture looked, and then we had a couple big instances that were just blatantly not what we asked for, and then the whole timeline thing was really the problem.
A lot of like
3 weeks. We're on week like 11.
7.
No. Oh no, it is only 7.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how it feels like.
He had a family emergency. We gave him a lot of grace throughout that, but like he did not deliver as promised when he came back from that family emergency, and that's really where the problems have started.
It's tough with contractors, so just rip the Band-Aid off. We're moving on. We have a good solution to get this done today, but we have
someone else coming today. He's on his way right now. It actually worked out perfectly. It was someone I found on Thumbtack a few weeks ago, actually, for the cabinet hardware. I ended up going with someone else for the cabinet hardware, but this guy is from my hometown. We have he has the same area code as my mom, like an older Massachusetts area code. Anyway, so I was like, oh, are you from my area? Whatever. Then he literally texted me this morning out of nowhere, like an angel, and was like, hey, I'm back in town, because I guess he was out of town for the holidays. He was like, if you need help with anything, please let me know. And I was like, actually, funny you should text me. Yeah, it worked out. So he did a job this morning. He's on his way here now, and
we bought all the materials that are needed.
We bought every single thing he could need to finish this project, and we're going to show you what needs to get done, and hopefully, I think his name is Marcio or Marciano. I need to double check the text messages. He's gonna save the day. Okay, so this is where we're at with the built-ins, and it's pretty much done. We do want to add, because this side is like more heavily caked on, because we had decided when our contractor, oh my god, it's such a long story. If you guys want a contractor nightmare story, just let me know. I could literally make a whole separate story time about that. But we had decided we didn't really like it when you could like see the hint of the stone we originally loved peeking through, so we put it on like thicker over here, and so more needs to get added here, but I think Brian and I are just gonna do that. The shelves need to be stained, and the hardware needs to get put on, so that's what needs to be done over here. Yesterday our contractor showed up with this, as the stain.
Supposed to match that.
It's supposed to match that. So I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. So we got some more like pine boards and a bunch of different stains. Brian and I are gonna go Frankenstein it in the garage and kind of see what we can find that like matches the best. As you guys know, if you saw my cabinet video, our cabinet color is just really, really unique. So I can't really fault him too much for that, but on top of everything else, I am faulting him. And then over here, it just needs and like requires a bit more like finishing work. It needs to get tiled. The cabinets here need to be reinforced. And then we need shelves built, stained, and installed right here in the middle. I had told the guy today that the priority was tiling here, so like getting that tiled, getting these shelves stained, and the cabinet hardware put on. Hopefully if we can get it all done, that would be amazing, but those are definitely like the main priorities just to make it feel more done. It's just been a lot. A lot of prep needs to happen like before this guy gets here, so I'm gonna help Brian and like start working on all of that. But there's just a lot of prep happening, and it is one day before the party. Conan's birthday party is in basically exactly 24 hours, and all of this needs to get done. His like foam boards and like backdrop needs to get done. The balloons is a whole other story. So let me show you the backdrop and then we'll talk about the balloon situation. Conan's birthday party theme is first down, like Conan's first year down, first down, sort of like football theme. So we had kept Bryn's arches from her party. If you don't remember, I'll put a picture right here. I didn't do like a party prep video or anything for that. But we built this beautiful, beautiful photo backdrop, and we kept them because I knew I would want to reuse them for Conan's birthday. So this one needs another coat of the green paint, and this one's going to say like Conan's first down, and then I'm going to like hand paint like a football play down here. This one we painted brown. I think the color is called like vintage leather or something like that, vintage antique leather, I don't know, from Sherwin-Williams. And then I hand painted the like little football stripes on there. And then this one we cut out of the middle size board. We cut the like goalpost and painted this one yellow. And so now we're just waiting for the balloons, and like I said, that's a whole other story. So the balloons, I ordered like a custom balloon mix from Party with Lustra, or Lustra I think is the name. I ordered the balloons from there for Bryn's birthday party as well, and my sister made the balloon garland for her birthday party and like helped with that whole backdrop. And my sister had commented that the balloons were like amazing quality, so I knew I wanted to get those again. Well, where we live, because it is, please hold. Because one, it's a construction site, and two, it's a very new area. Our town, depending on where you plug it into, is potentially 3 different towns. It's really one of them, but like the maps just don't know yet. Also, I have like the world's most chapped lips, so don't look at that. But I ordered the balloons from there. I didn't realize when I checked out that the town was wrong, even though the address was right. So UPS couldn't deliver them yesterday. They're delivering them today. But my sister, who was supposed to come and make the garland, she had to stay home because my brother-in-law, unfortunately, is sick and he is in the hospital. So obviously that's way more important for her to be there. But that all happened yesterday. So yesterday I had to figure out if the balloons were going to get here, 1, and then 2, figure out someone who can assemble this balloon garland because I have no experience with that and also do not have time between now and then to do it. Put out an SOS on Facebook, got someone who's going to do it, so I'm waiting for the balloons to get delivered to me. Then one of us, my Brian or I, or my mom, probably Brian or I, because my mom's going to be working on like strawberries, cake pops, and pretzel rods things for the party, need to go and deliver these balloons to this woman who's gonna like blow up all the balloons, and then she's gonna come back tomorrow before the party and assemble them, and you'll see all of that in this video. So there's just a lot going on, a lot of like fires just being put, like springing up and needing to be put out like here, there, and everywhere. It's been pretty overwhelming. I think once the party's over, I'll probably finally like relax and just like bawl my eyes out, but it's all gonna be worth it. It's all fine. Oh my god, my lips are so chapped. I'm gonna go put on chapstick, and then we're gonna organize this garage a bit before this guy gets here and is like, what is going on? The other contractor worked for like 2 hours yesterday and then left and never came back. The day before that said he was gonna come, didn't show up. So F him. But anyways, he like left a bunch of tools here that I don't know when or if he's ever picking them up. But we just like need to get this space more organized because it has just become a disaster, and it's obviously not what we want. Brian's in the process of like building a home gym thing over there. Like I said, this needs another coat of green paint. This is the Sherwin-Williams color Arugula, I think. And then this one, just in case like anyone's wondering, this one is Confident Yellow is the color of this one, and boy is it yellow.
Tomorrow for sure.
Okay, so the kids are actually both down right now, so I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to get ready for the party, because as you guys can tell, we just like have not stopped, and I think if I don't take this moment to get ready, then I will not be getting ready for this party. So first, before I get ready, I want to show you what I've been using recently to do my hair, because I feel like when the winter comes, I do try to wear my hair down more. In the summer, it's like super, super hot here in Florida, so I'm always just like wanting to put it up. But now that it is getting cooler outside and it's not as humid, I like to take the time to do my hair more because my style will actually stay. And you guys know I am obsessed with the entire Dreamy lineup. I've told you about so many different hair tools that they have. Well, they have a new one, so I have a new favorite, and it's actually also what I am treating my sister to for Christmas. So I want to show you my like current favorite hair tool. This is truly one of those you will use this every single day type of Christmas gifts. So I actually grabbed the Dreamy Dazzle hair styler for my sister as well this year, because we both have really fine, fragile hair, and she's constantly burning hers with her old hot tools. Sorry, Jackie, but it's true. So she just really needs something that's smart, gentle, and actually easy to use. And this thing totally does it. It's a true 6-in-1, the oval brush, diffuser, soft air nozzle, curling barrels. It has everything. But the part I know she's gonna freak out over is this really cool little smart screen and the automatic nozzle recognition. So all you have to do is just click an attachment on, and it literally adjusts the heat and the airflow for you. So there's no more guessing what settings you should be using to make sure that you don't fry your hair. I really love the oval brush attachment. I love using it when I'm blow drying my hair. It helps give you that like I just left the salon type look, and it really helps to smooth and make my hair like very sleek. You can really see a difference in these two shots right here. I did the oval brush on one side and I didn't do it on the other. And let me show you this because it is so cool. This also has the auto wrap curling barrel. So you basically just grab a section of your hair and it will grab onto it for you, wrap it perfectly, and then it uses this heat plus cool shot combo that actually goes ahead and like sets the curl. It's incredibly beginner friendly. I'll show you my curls at the end so you can see how smooth and shiny it gets from the negative ions that the fast drying motor has. Honestly, it's just such an amazing hair tool. Okay, that was the last curl. I need to add some hairspray. Okay, final reveal. I'm also gonna put a headband in, so I got this really cute like football headband. I feel like it is so perfect, and also it's great because I can use it to hold my hair back while I do my makeup. Let me know in the comments if you do your hair first or your makeup first. And I'm left with, let me grab my little brush, these really like pretty bouncy waves, which is exactly what I wanted. I like to curl all the hair on one side of my head one way and all the other way. I know some people kind of like to go back and forth, which is cool because you have the two different like attachments to be able to do that. One goes one way, one goes the other, but personally, because I like my hair to be more of like a soft wave when it's done, and so I can just like brush it and then it kind of like all forms together. I'm obsessed with this hair tool. I cannot wait to gift it to my sister for Christmas. Honestly, this feels like a smarter, more affordable Dyson. I feel like Dyson just gets like so much clout because of the name, but this one is more affordable, and I feel like it actually takes care of your hair because of all the smart technology that's in here, and that is why I'm gifting one to my sister. She has always wanted a Dyson, but she deserves better than that. So she's getting the Dreamy Dazzle. It's 44% off right now. It's like a big Christmas deal, and you can use my discount code for an extra discount on top of that. I'll have all the info linked down below in the description box, and I hope some of you guys snag this because it is the perfect gift for yourself, your mom, your sister, your daughter, whoever. It's so easy to use. It's so good for your hair, and I know you guys are absolutely gonna love it.
What follows is a brief construction montage. We hope you enjoyed this brief construction montage.
we need to figure out this stain before this guy gets here. We got golden pecan because we wanted one that was like lighter. And then this is rustic beige. That one like looks promising. This one also looks really promising. This is weathered oak. And on the Minwax website, you can actually see what it looks like on all the different like styles of wood, or different types of wood, I should say. And it looked really, really promising on pine, which is what our shelves are. So we'll see. We also got more pine boards to be able to make the other shelves, but also one of these is going to be like our dummy board. Marcio, he's the contractor that's helping us finish. It's late. It's like 5, almost 6 o'clock, and he's still going. I wanted to show you that I like played with the stains for a while. We had to go back to the store twice for different stains. I just put on the pre-stain, so like the wood conditioner, and then I'm gonna let that dry for like 30 minutes, sand it down a little bit again, and then I'm gonna apply the stain. Here is what that looks like. He who shall not be named left us with this gorgeous gray stain that I sanded out as much as I possibly could. We got the hardware on, so that looks great. But yeah, we'll see how the stain goes over that. But yeah, this has the wood conditioner on it. So like I said, just gonna let it dry for probably like 5 or 10 more minutes, because, you know, I had to go apply this side as well. It's so weird that the lights do that. Oh, okay, it stopped all of a sudden. But we're gonna go ahead and get that stain applied. And at this point, it is what it is. I kind of just wanted to show you. I mean, it's horrible lighting, so you're really not gonna be able to tell. And they don't look the same here. But we're gonna go with this stain. It's the same as this one. This one was also good. It was like a mix, but it's like really obviously like tough to mix them, and then it's like I can't guarantee that the mix will be the same if I have to remix it a second time. Do you know what I mean? So this was just kind of all the different like practice sort of test rounds that I did. It was a lot, but yeah, we're gonna go with this one. It's the same. I don't know why it looks so green on camera, but the shelves are, one side's feeling dry, so I'm gonna go ahead, sand that, wipe off any excess dust, and I'm gonna stain them really quick. If you saw my cabinet video a few months ago before we like started this whole built-in process, then you'll probably remember that our cabinet color is, it doesn't like look super unique, but I realized that it was when I could not find a dupe, and then knew that trying to find a stain that matched would also be pretty difficult. So I'm not gonna lie, we're about to go on a journey. Even though I tested all those stains, I wish I could say that we're not about to go on a journey, but we are about to go on a journey. And I do also have a full crash out that you can't really tell because all of this footage is like super spread out. But yeah, it's just difficult. I feel like because we had fired our contractor, and, you know, we had just been promised over and over again about like timelines and when things would be done and that they'd be done for certain events, and they just haven't been. That tensions were definitely high in our house just over this entire built-in situation. Contractors are just super difficult to work with in general, I feel like. I just feel like a lot of them just like don't want to work. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't understand, but like our contractor, like we were literally holding his hand and trying to like physically push him over the finish line, and we just weren't getting there. The kids are in bed now, so the work can actually start, because it's so hard to do anything when they're awake and up and they just don't like our attention to be on anything but them, which is fine. But they're asleep now, so I am getting this painted green again. I like it to be like stark, like because it's foam, there's lots of like little holes. Let me show you what I mean. So you can already see up here where I've done it again. You can see that it's like fully green. Whereas down here, there's like all these white spots. Like once it settles in after the first coat, there's always white spots, and I can't stand that. So I'm laying it on thick. I'm afraid I'm gonna run out of paint. We went through 2 samples and now a pint. I'm like halfway through the pint. I don't care, I'll use it all if I have to, but let's go ahead and get this painted. I'm gonna draw like a little play on it when it's dry, and then I need to also paint on it Conan's first year down or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna look at an inspo picture and figure that out, but I need to get this all filled in first. And then Brian wants to work on organizing all this.
Start it up.
Brian went back to Lowe's because he doesn't think it matches enough, and he got this color, which I think is actually gonna look really, really good over this. So let's give it a whirl, I guess. I don't know. This is again the acorn brown color, and it is absolutely perfect. The reason why, and you're about to see, I started crashing out is because we already had the other stain like underneath it. So we had the pre-stain conditioner, then we had the other color, which is called like, I don't even know, like beige wood or something. And it was just not wiping off properly because there was like too many layers. So it was like super streaky, super patchy, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna freak out. And so I then started like, had to like layer more, and I didn't want it to have like a painted look. So I will just give you the, you know, cliff notes that the end result is fine, like it does look good, but it was incredibly stressful, and I might have our new contractor like remake these shelves because I just really want it to have like the stained look. Like, I don't know, I want them to be perfect, and they do look amazing, like you will see that. But also I put decor on them, and I didn't realize that because they're not very deep, it really, really limits the decor that I can put on the shelves, and I don't like that. So also I wish that they were a little bit lower. So a lot of different factors at play here, and the contractor has to come back to make the shelves that are gonna go on the bar. So I think I'm gonna have these shelves remade as well. It was just so weird because on this side, the stain was like wiping off a lot better than it did on the other side. And I didn't change anything like application wise from one side to the other. So I don't really know. But like I said, probably eventually gonna have them remade. I was just so done. Just so over it. This side came out a lot messier than the second side, so I actually guess something did change. I had started with a stain sponge, like an applicator sponge, and it was just way too messy, so I switched to a paintbrush, which is definitely a lot easier to control. It's definitely a way closer match, I won't lie. I had a complete breakdown because I just felt like we were messing it up, but it's definitely a perfect match. My camera battery had to charge, so you didn't get to see me like doing all the paint touch-ups, but those are as good as they're gonna get for now. Now I'm just kind of going around doing a million other paint touch-ups, and let me show you the area that really, really needs it, especially before tomorrow, is the playroom, because on Thanksgiving, kids, not my kids, other kids got into black paint and smeared it everywhere. We did get most of it off, but we need to do some paint touch-ups. And then this is a drink that exploded. So this also needs to be all touched up. So I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I'm just going around. I'm just gonna do a million paint touch-ups. We unfortunately have flat paint on our walls, so like they can't be like wiped. So like anything that's gone on the walls that we tried to wipe, all of that just needs to be painted over. Just going to turn on literally every single light, like all right here. It's like not noticeable on camera, but to me it's very noticeable in person. So I'm just gonna go around and do all these touch-ups. about you guys, but paint touch-ups are like therapeutic for me. Like it's one of those things that I avoid doing because like it's a pain to get out the paint and blah blah blah, but then like once you start doing it, it is incredibly satisfying. And I had to get it out because I wanted to like touch up the playroom from all the messes and disasters that happened in here. So, you know, why not touch up all of the different areas of the house? So this was the black paint that happened on this wall. And then on this wall, it was like literally less than 1 ounce of wine somehow ended up like just spilling all over this wall. And we have flat paint. Even if we had paid to like upgrade the paint in our house, I probably talked about this in the design center. When you upgraded the paint, it was like a one flat fee. I think it was like $2,000, but it didn't change the finish of the paint. Like it just added in more paint options. And I was fine with having white walls. But like if it was still going to be flat, then there was no point in us paying to upgrade the paint. And that's definitely one thing that I do not like, and a piece of feedback I gave in my survey. My mom, who doesn't want me to show her on camera right now, made all these cake pops. Look at the little footballs. It's elder abuse. We did cake pops, pretzel rods, and then I think we're doing chocolate covered strawberries, but honestly, who cares at this point? She's doing them in the morning, people. Getting everything ready for this party was truly a race to the finish and a group effort. We were, you know, down a few hands of people that would normally be here, and so we just kind of had to make it work with the three of us, and we did it. We, you know, as you're about to see actually, you know, had very, very late nights, but in the end it did all come together, and we made a lot of late night memories in the kitchen with my mom, just kind of wrapping all these cake pops and making everything. It was fun. I'm gonna paint the little play on the corner of the board. So let's go ahead and do that. Lighting is so aggressive in here, but I am going for something like this. So, I don't know, I'm just gonna wing it. This is kind of where we're at. Oh my gosh, the football play looks so cute. And so I want to write Conan's first down like right there. And again, I'm just gonna wing it. I'm not great at painting or even good at painting, but I don't know, I just find it to be so therapeutic. Conan's backdrop is a little bit smaller than Bryn's was just because the wall that we had to work with was smaller. So I wanted to have less balloons on his arch, and you will get to see the balloons. Less balloons, but more of like a detail emphasis on like the smaller details. So I wanted like a collegiate type font for the writing, and I could have made a decal with my Cricut, but I don't know, I just felt like painting it instead. And I just had so much fun with making these arches. I'm gonna go ahead and sell them to somebody else who's having like a football theme party so that they can enjoy them as well. I wanted to put a football right there, but I messed up. Now the green's mixed with the white, so I'm just gonna have to let it dry overnight, and then tomorrow if I want to take another whack at drawing a football, I will do that. But I have the little play. I think it's gonna look so good when it's all done. But yeah, definitely like want something for right there. But what time is it? My phone's on 1%. It's 1:05. Good night.
The next morning.
as I mentioned, my sister would normally do the balloons. I put out an SOS to my like local mom community, and just so many people flooded in saying like, I can do it, or like I have a side hustle, or I've done them before, and like if you're in a pinch and you need help, like I'm happy to do it. Like just an outpouring of people like willing to help us, which was so nice. We ended up going with Melissa, which is so crazy. When she showed up, Brian was like, you look so familiar. And we started going through like the different things that we do and realized that we used to go to the same like little kids gym class together. So while she finishes getting all the balloon arch stuff put together, my mom and I needed to clean up the kitchen and get the rest of like the party stuff out. With the foam that we cut out for like the goalpost, we made this little like cake pop holder. It was honestly perfect. And I just painted it to look like a little football field, and it just all came out so adorable, like with the little football cake pops. My best friend also came early to help us get set up, and I was just so thankful to have all of the extra hands around. We kept the food like super easy. We did like buffalo chicken dip, different like dips. We did popcorn chicken from Publix, and then we ordered pizza and some other little like appy things like fried raviolis and mozzarella meatballs later in the party. So that was what we did for the food, just in case anyone was wondering, but we tried to keep it as easy as possible. Also right here is Shayna. She is our like family photographer that we've used since I was pregnant with Bryn. She's done all of our family photos. She's absolutely amazing. If you want her info, please feel free to send me an email or message me. And yeah, it was just a group effort of everyone coming together, and we ended up getting it done, and it all looked so cute. This was such an easy theme for us to do because I already had a lot of football stuff, because we like to have a lot of like football play dates and football themed like, you know, parties like for the Super Bowl. So I already had a lot of these bowls, and any of the decorations I got just are going to work perfect for any future get-togethers that we have. But this is what we did for Conan's party. I kind of wanted to share this journey with you because it was definitely a journey, and we had such an amazing time. So thank you guys for watching this video, and thank you to everybody who came out and celebrated our little Cocoa Bean's first birthday. Well, all right, everybody, that is going to be it for me. I just, for some reason, cannot remember to film an outro to save my life. Definitely just like driving the struggle bus the last few months, and really looking forward to starting fresh in 2026. I don't know if anybody else is feeling the same way, but I'm just ready for this year to be over, honestly. But that is going to be it for me. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell, as well as please check out Dreamy. They have such an amazing lineup of hair products. I have tried so many of their different hair tools, and none of them have disappointed. So be sure to check them out if you are shopping for yourself or someone you love this holiday season. But I love you guys so much. I will see you in the next video. I have a lot of fun ones coming, so be sure to stay tuned, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.